Hello. Wonder if the first thing you heard was my cat. I don't know what he's up to, but he's being very loud. Okay, if you're watching the VOD, maybe, you should tell me if you prefer leaving the game music on, or if I should just like mute the game while we build and maybe play a different playlist. Usually when I play Sims, I honestly just mute the game and then I watch YouTube on the side or something. Sometimes I'll watch someone play Sims while I play Sims, which is kind of funny. I don't know. I have like 2,000 hours in this game, so there's only so many times I can hear the same songs. But maybe it helps with the atmosphere if I keep it on. So I'm not sure. You should tell me if you have any thought about that. So if you haven't been to the first Sims stream, because that was like a good month and a half ago, maybe, we are we're going to create a new save file. Usually the idea for a save file like this, a custom save file, is that either you use it or you put it online for other people to use, and you remake most of the houses. You don't have to do everything. There's some save files, like there's one I'm working on off stream where I just redo every single world. In this case we're just redoing one, and then you can make as many changes as you want. In this case we're going for like a full overhaul, kind of, as much as we can within the bounds of this pre-existing world. I know there's some people who, with mods, they can also just change the world around it, which is kind of insane. Also, I don't think maybe script mods might be off. Let me check. Script mods allowed. Then why are my custom maps not working? Hold on. Is this every single one? I know, for example, that what is Copperdale that I worked on last? So that one I'm sure I have. Wait, where is it? Am I missing something? Oh, Copperdale. This one works. Oh no. Okay, let me check really quick. I'll keep yapping while I look for it. I might not have it installed, which is kind of interesting, because that's the one we need. And I swear I installed all of them. My mod replacement. Not my mod, but my map replacement. Brindleton Bay. Why doesn't it work? Okay, then I'll look up why after stream then. But yes, we're working on Chestnut Ridge. No, not Chestnut Ridge, sorry. Close enough. Brindleton Bay, which is here. I haven't played in a while. I don't know, I don't think they reordered them. I just think it's because I haven't played seriously in 2 months. I opened it once in a while, but I haven't let myself get swallowed in. Anyway, what we're going to do with this save file is we're going to remake every single lot. The house that's on it, or it could be a community lot. I've kind of figured out some of them already. And we're also going to make a new family to live in every one of those lots, with like their own backstory. I'll show you, that's the next thing I'll show you. I try to flesh out the Sims as much as I can without adding too much bloat to the game. Obviously, if you are playing on like an old laptop and your Sims game tends to glitch a bit, I would not recommend custom save files because they tend to be pretty heavy, but you can find lighter ones for sure. The one I'm using in like my legacy challenge right now is so big, I'm like, it's so cluttered for no reason. I kind of regret picking that one, but yeah, it's just nice to like walk around when you've played Sims enough and see different faces for once and not just the same pre-made Sims that the game has by default. Also, I woke up super late today. I don't know why I didn't hear my alarm. So I woke up at like 11 instead of 8 like I usually do, which really put me behind for a lot of stuff. So it's gonna be a hard stream because once I start playing Sims, I don't want to stop. But I think I can only do like 1 hour maybe today. Otherwise, because I'm so behind on commissions because I lost that old like 3 hours that I was gonna put on commissions. So yeah, I'm gonna try to stop myself after an hour or something. That should still give us time to at least build the foundation, like the house and everything, like the shell. We maybe just won't have time to furnish. We can do that next time. So we're starting with our very first lot, which I kind of drew randomly from all the ones we kind of fleshed out already. And I already made the Sims. I was gonna post it as bonus pre-recorded content, but I haven't gotten around to editing that, so maybe I will, maybe I won't, I'm not sure. But I will still. I'm gonna go into live mode first. I'll show you some stuff about the family so you have some context. Oh, she's in. Let me go back to her lot because I was like setting up and buying horses and stuff. That's why we're here. Let's go home. So I might also be surprised because I haven't touched this save file since I created her. This is the area. It's kind of fancy. She also has an access to the pier, little pier here. Yeah, definitely kind of a fancy place. So not as fancy as this one usually is. But she has a private entrance, which doesn't exactly match the vibes I was going for when I made this family, but we'll work around it. I think it should be fine. I kept the hedges from... I kept the edges from the house that was here originally in this, but I think that we're gonna get rid of them. I don't think it fits the vision that I have. These flowers can stay. I don't think this is gonna stay either. Nothing in here, I think. This was when I was making her. Okay. Let me show you what we're working with. So this is Judy. She lives here alone. She's an older adult. I imagine she's like in her 50s, like early 50s maybe. And so she is a freelance writer. She just kind of works on the side. She's like, I would say she's like semi-retired, but maybe that's too young. I don't know. Maybe she's like mid-50s. And, oops, sorry. I saw that clip. And she has like a bunch of horse-related skills. I like to randomize these and then kind of fix it. It gives me an idea of who the sim is and what kind of interests they might be into, because you definitely want to integrate that into your house if you can. She is like just okay at cooking, which I thought was kind of funny because she lives like alone on her little farm lot, but she doesn't really cook for herself that much. She probably just makes like very basic stuff because she can't be bothered to cook big things between whatever she's writing. I think she's like probably working on a novel right now or something. And she's kind of into fishing. She loves fitness and gardening and horse riding, just like anything you can do outside. She's also really into photography. I assume she might have been like a journalist in the past or something, and so that's why she would be into that. She knows some stuff about vet care, which I thought made sense since she runs like a little horse rescue in her backyards. But as you can see, the lot's pretty small, so she only has 2 at the moment. And she's a little bit into wellness and painting. She doesn't really have a lot of relationships at the moment because she's the first house we built, but I like to make them have relationships in between them. But yeah, she's unmarried. She has no kids, so nothing in here for now. She does have a cat who's like a barn cat in my head, so he goes in and out of the house. He's a little tabby cat, like very regular looking cat. There he is. Little guy. So we'll have to make some space for him. And this is Ginger. He's an older horse. Sorry, she's an older horse. And yeah, she was recently rescued, which is why their relationship is not that high yet. She doesn't have, let's say, like behavioral issues like the rescue horses sometimes have in The Sims. She's just like really clingy, and she probably has some like attachment stuff. And then on the other hand, we have Pilgrim, who's been here for a longer time, and he's like fearful and defiant, so he's a bit more work for her. He's like her problem child, and she also has 2 goats, which will probably just plop in the house, the horse enclosure, because I think they can kind of get along. So there's that. Yeah, she has her laptop so she can work. That will, maybe we'll just plop it in. Oh, it has to be on something. Okay, and her traits, before I forget, she is hot-headed, she's a horse lover obviously, and she's generous, which I thought makes sense. She doesn't really want kids. These are from mods, so that's it. She's a collector. Likes and dislikes, I thought it might be interesting to just go over them quickly. Yeah, she's into riding and horse riding. She doesn't like cooking. She doesn't really like gaming. She's not really a gamer. Favorite colors are purple and green, so we'll have to keep that in mind. She likes like deep thoughts, just having like deep conversation, maybe when she has friends over for breakfast, and stories and jokes. So she's kind of a yapper, I think, like kind of a philosophical person, but also very opinionated, which is what I get from her hot-headed traits. And then yeah, she's just kind of like into very basic fashion. I think she just dresses like, I don't know, just like anyone. And she listens to artsy Sims and people who like to stay at home, someone with a sense of humor. Turn-ons and turn-offs, I'll get back to that a bit later when we make a certain other Sim. And yeah, she has won some competitions, she set up to some horses, she has been in a relationship and then it didn't work out. She got cheated on, so she probably has some issues with that. Lifestyles, she's outdoorsy, single and loving it, so yeah, she's not super interested in getting into a new relationship for a bunch of different reasons. She just enjoys being alone and also doesn't really trust people that easily. And she's a coffee fanatic, so we'll have to give her a coffee machine. And I think that's it. I think that's what's relevant. Like, we can look at her really quickly. I'm gonna put some classic cheats on.
Menuza Canad.
So this is her hot weather outfit. This is hot right now. It doesn't get super cold. And I mean, it probably snows and stuff, but it's not crazy hot. Crazy cold, sorry. And Brindleton Bay. This is her everyday. I think she just has one formal wear, athletic, very simple little sleep outfit. This is for parties, when she needs to dress up a bit more. And this is when she goes swimming. That's it. I don't really use CC that much in save files. The only thing I use is usually hair. So just graying a little bit. I have credited who made this hair in the description, so if you're interested. I only use like 2 or 3 different content creators for hair, so you don't have to download from all over if you want. To use my save files. They're also really popular ones, so I assume most people who use CC probably have those hairs already. So yeah, let's start building. I'm gonna turn the grid on. Also gonna get rid of this dirt. We're going to build both structures today, and then probably, yeah, make them a shell, and then we can furnish them next time, just because I don't have a lot of time. Maybe I'll put the house here actually, because there's that little path leading up to it. That would make sense. I might just have to flip the plan I had in mind, but that's okay. And I was thinking we could make it a very small house because she's alone and I do want some space for the horses. So maybe there will be like a small stable here and all the backyard can be for them. And then maybe just a small little garden here or something. That would make sense. I'm gonna go on top down view. And then just very quickly build what I think, and then we can just move it around. I'll make it in the center actually so you can see. So I'm gonna start with the kitchen. I think I need it to be 4 large at least, and maybe 4 down as well. Is that gonna look weird? I don't want it to be too big is the issue. She doesn't really cook, so I think it's fine if it's a small kitchen. And then we'll give it a bit more space for the living room. These are connected. And then there's gonna be entrance. Maybe even 2 with this. And so behind the kitchen right here, it's gonna be a little hallway. And then we're gonna have a very small bathroom. And then just a little closet here. Oops. Does that look odd? Maybe we don't need a closet in this case. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a staircase here, so maybe I messed up already. I think I want all of this to be one larger. Is it weird if the bathroom's that big? Probably not. And this is going to be her bedroom. Is that big? No, it's pretty small. Okay. And I think I want a little tiny sunroom in the back here. No, I think this is okay. And then we're going to have a porch here. Also here. Oh, let's move it. Move the whole house. Yep. Now she can have a garden here for sure. And then, yeah, the stable's gonna be here, and all of this is for the horses. It's pretty good. Might be... Let's see. I always have to check how big the horse beds are. Oops, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, it's been so long since I played, I forget the rotate button. Two? She could probably get away with 3. Maybe one of them's just not taken yet. I have an idea for later. So I think 3 is good. And so what I usually do is I make a box for every, oops, yes, that's correct. Every stall. And then I make an entrance. Should be kind of big because horses are pretty big. It could even be wider. Yeah. And then move this. I can probably make the town view. Yeah, like this. Just so that we have a bit more space for the horses to... Well, I suppose the exit could be here. I don't know what I would put here. Maybe just more trees. Yeah, I think the exit is going to be here. Should I make it big? I don't think that works with what's around it. I could match this one, but not quite. I don't think this works with anything. Oh, this one's used over here. This one is also used in the foliage. Trying to match the world as much as I can. Oh, this one. This is what I was looking for a huge tree. Maybe a bit big. Okay, they're kind of look random at the moment, but I promise. It will be fine eventually. Maybe she can have... not sure. Not sure what I'd put here. Garden is here. Also, if she's getting out from here, it probably should be here too. We should have like a little patio thing. Okay, anyway. Not sure. Let me see around. Oh, there's fences here. And over here. Okay, I'm just gonna do... I need some very classic wrench siding. This is... It's okay. This might be better. I feel like there was a better one. It's been a while since I built anything, so... I did want to use this for something else. I just wanted to see if there was anything that matches it. It's not quite the same height. No, it's not taller. So this is like classic horse fence, but is it too fancy for... This is too short. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Yeah, it's... other stuff is too short for horses, I feel like. We're gonna make it white so it matches the rest of the environment. Yes, it's a white, the whitest swatch we can find. It's gonna be huge. I mean, they are horses, so... We'll leave her some space. We can always make it smaller if we have to. patio? Yeah, okay, I think this makes sense. Maybe here. And so I think maybe I shouldn't be working on the terrain too much because I know it was glitchy, and if you do some terrain painting, I think it should kind of lead to here, and then this is another entrance, and then she'll probably have one at the back here. Is there any pavement that would be cute? That's too fancy. I kind of like this one, but nah, not this. I didn't know you can make it different angles. Oh, you can't. It's just, okay, it's always diagonal. I'll make it a dirt pad. Okay, let's do, oops, not this one. I think this is the one they're using. I'm gonna start with the patchy one. Oh, so that's for a garden. Oh, the pines might make sense. If I had more pine trees. Yeah, it's a big pine tree here, so that's why it looks like that. Paddock gates. Oh, it's so small. Am I blind? Ah, here we go. This lock is on the outside. Yes, makes sense. And then another one here. Oh, they only want to put the log on one side. Oh well. Ah, good. Okay. It's not a big deal, but I was looking at pictures of the houses in that area that I'm imagining Brindleton Bay would be in. I think it has kind of like a New England feel. Most of the worlds in The Sims, this is a topic of discussion, especially lately with the new pack that's coming out, but I think a lot of houses in The Sims have kind of a New England, not New England, American or European vibes. People wanted more variety, which I agree with. Because I feel like Copperdale kind of reminds me of where I grew up in, but otherwise, nah. This is too tall, right? Yeah. Oh, see it. Not quite what I wanted, but unless... Isn't there a different one that's kind of like this? Do these match? No, they don't really match. It's not really... I mean, it could work for something else. It's not really what I was looking for. I saw a lot of examples that were mix and matching this. Something else. Nah. No, it doesn't work. How about this? Kind of a weird mix, but it could work. What if this... No, not this one. What if this was white? I don't know. I think I'll just do the whole thing like this. It's fancy. Okay. Well, there should be stairs. Trust me on this one. Okay, we're going to bring everything up. Not too high. Might be a bit too high. And when I was looking, I noticed that a lot of houses in that area seem to have stone basements, kind of. Maybe like this, or more like this, I think. This part wouldn't be the same. This might also be an extension. Okay, so wait, the front would be... Oh, it's fancy too. No, it's not the vibe. Ah, this is what I was looking for. And then this for sure. This, maybe this? What would an extension look like? Just this? No, that looks too different. Let's do this. Trust me, I have a vision. And some stairs. These are the same, no? What's the difference? Oh, it's just the texture. And slightly wider here. This is really different. No, definitely not. Maybe this. I don't know. We don't have really steps. Is there a railing that matches the one I'm using? Because if not, that could be where the other one comes in. Ah, good. Is it? Yeah, and it's also the Brindleton Bay one, so that's perfect. then I think it would probably... Which ones did I end up using? It's maybe too wide. Yeah, I think this makes more sense. I'm thinking of places that I know. Because I don't want this to be too much, like, I don't want it to be too fancy. Yeah, I think we'll use the classic Brindleton Bay one. Oh, a little porch! So cute! Doesn't look that cute yet because the house doesn't really have anything. Okay, now this is where it gets a bit harder. Let me look up some references because I haven't thought about windows and doors yet. Oh, it's very classic. Definitely windows can be too moderns. Maybe we should start with the sunroom because I think that's going to need very specific windows and doors. Wait, how tall is this? I kind of don't really like any door height that's not the default one. Maybe that's my toxic trait. Can I move my I'm gonna have to adjust. Hold on. Oh, I'm not in the frame if I do that. Ah, will this work? I just can't look at it this way. But I have to look this way. I really have to get myself some kind of phone stand for my webcam. Okay, I want windows that take up the whole space, but not like that. That's not the vibe we're going for. This doesn't really work either. What? This could work. Feels a bit too modern, maybe. Haven't decided if I'm only using one pack. So we've been using mostly items from Brindleton Bay so far, so maybe... Oh, I love this one. I used it so much in one build. I feel like it's cheating if I use it again. But it's an option. Let's leave it here, just in case. This, it's not exactly what I had in mind. Oh, those are pretty. Where are these from? Oh, I see. These we'll need. Maybe? I forgot. Can horses go through windows? Not windows, regular doors? Or only fences? Oh, maybe these should just be half walls. I'm just gonna have to keep it heated. Let's come back to this later. This is too modern. These are cute. They don't really match the vibe. These are a little too old. let's see. These are by far the best option. I use it a lot. So not sure if I want to go there. These are an option, but they feel way too modern. But it is like an addition to the house, so it could be. Do they have a different? I like that. Blue. Could I have a little blue house? Oh, but it's not. It would have to be smaller. Let's make it a bit taller and see if maybe medium has other options. Oops. It's not tall enough is the issue. Oh, it's cool. This is way too modern. Yeah, I think I might do these, because if this is an addition, it's fine. If it's not quite right, okay, so let's make it shorter again. This also makes it so it's full height. Only issue is there are no windows. This is also really cute. So this one is Get Together, and the other one I like is not Styles Packs. Get Together. Is it really Moschino stuff? There's no way. Is that what the M is? Wait. Yeah, oh. It had such nice windows. Feels kind of insane. I wanted to see if there were... Oh, these are cute. But... not exactly right. They have big ones? Yeah, they do. If I turn off Get Together, do I have... I don't really have enough for the rest of the house. And I don't have any ones that are... Oops, like this. Well, I have the same issue with both packs, which is I don't have one that's 3 wide. But these definitely would match better for the rest of the house. But again, not quite right. This might be a bit closer to the style I'm thinking of for the rest of the house. Which, yeah, is a weird contrast with this. These, not quite. This is base game. Oh, too big. Not too tall. Also, whatever windows I pick, I have to kind of stick with for the other houses. Not too much, but just so that it's gonna be similar style. What if I went downtown? Can you? Because I don't think you can see any houses from here, but let's see in other neighborhoods where they have debug houses. Like here, I assume you could see other houses. Oh, this is more downtown though. They have these. What if I lived here? Of course, no houses around. Oh, then I guess I'm free to do whatever I want. Unless... whatever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this. Could it be smaller? Small sunroom. Oh, but then how? No, we have the same issue because how do you get out? Okay, what doors do we have? Nothing matching. Oh, that's really cute. It's like close enough, I would say. So maybe I just make it bigger. That's a big sunroom. No. We can have other colors. Oh, just red. I mean, do we want kind of a red team? It could be interesting. But she liked purple and green, right? So maybe that's kind of fun. Yeah, we'll do white and then we'll do. This, but I want the open ones. Yeah. And would you have tile or just? I think probably the same finish. Okay. And then I saw a lot of just regular siding. I'd like some green. It's kind of dark. I have some green. Looks a bit too recent, but this is a bit dark. What was the other color? Purple? That's pretty cute. So I think, yeah, there's still siding inside here because she just added on the sunroom portion. And this would probably just be like big panels or something. Ooh, these are kind of new for me because I just got Love Struck. Ooh. Maybe just this. Oh, we're not going to be able to see much anyway. That probably makes sense. Alright. This is a bathroom, so probably fine. I'm gonna put one like that in the kitchen also. It should be here. Yeah, just want to make sure they're all the same height. More or less. And then I'll have to get bigger ones, I think. Should also do one here. Oh, no, wait, that's the entrance. Then here. We'll put one in for now, but decide if it looks weird. What should the door be, actually? Or maybe we pick the windows first? Does this match? No. Pretty. This isn't what we had. This is the one. I want some bigger windows. This works better for taller height. Should this be a bay window? It doesn't really... It could be really cute. Should we do these? I mean, they are the Brindleton Bay one. I just don't want it to be too boring. If we only use... But probably makes the most sense. Okay, so I said one in the... Oh, this small... Is this smaller? No, it's regular size. Would this work better for the kitchen? We'll have to see. Once we start building the kitchen. My vision for the kitchen, just so that we don't forget next time, is... Oops. There's a fridge here. And then the oven is here. This isn't the right countertops, obviously. I hate when it does that with the corners. Why does it do that? didn't really want an island, but that's the only way it can work. No, it doesn't work either. But it's the inner corner. Like, this should work. Wait, I don't want the island. I want the regular one. Oh, it annoys me so much when it does that. Am I just using them wrong and that's not how normal people use them? I think they want it to be against the wall, but it's... Sorry, it's not. Is it like... Wait, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it would have to be something like that, even though then the drawers are facing that way, which is strange. But we'll figure it out when we get there. Actually, looking at it now, maybe oven is here. No, because the sink should be over in front of the window. Yeah, I think this is the layout of the kitchen. And then this is the living room. This is the bedroom. And then this goes outside. And this is bathroom. Which is probably gonna have some storage here actually. And then that sink. Okay, it works. Something like that. Is there a slightly smaller one than this? Ah. How does it look when it's doubled? Not horrible. Oh, I could do this. Am I going to have to pretend it's perfect? Even though it's not. I don't think there should be one here. I think that's too much. Because the door's gonna be here. Yeah, we're okay with the window being here. Should there be one? I guess there should be. But that might be too many windows for one room. We'll put it here for now and think about it. I think it's better with that. Let me know if you have strongly worded letters in the comments. Oh! Forget I was in live mode, so I had... Are you serious? I can't do that well in Bobo. Okay. Let's figure it out. Doggy door would be so cute. Wait, we have a cat, not a dog. Too big. What's the Brindleton Bay door? It feels big. But it can definitely be at the back, maybe? I don't really vibe with them. Too big. Not sure about these. These might be the best we have. I do want some windows in there. Season's door feel too bulky. What about this one? Because I think we'll say we are allowed. Could be a darker purple, that would be cute, but then that doesn't really match this. Here the doors are kind of new, but I still feel like it kind of clashes. Oh, we have these. Nah, it feels too open. They look... Oh. Wait. Oh, it's because it's on an angle. That's why it's stretching. I don't hate this one. It feels a bit too new though. It's like it's not used enough. Oh, it could be green. I think that would be what goes outside. Yeah, so this feels too new. It feels, I don't know, it feels a bit too fancy that she would have gotten her doors remade. These also feel really fancy. I'm so unsure. I think these look a bit older. I can't decide. We'll decide later. But it feels too sunny. I'm gonna go with this one for now, and then maybe I'll change my mind. Okay, indoors. Let me try something. Because I wanted... Basically, I wanted some kind of basement. 5 wide. Yes. And we have to line up the stairs, which is not going to be easy. Oh, there was a spot where it worked. Ah. Oh. Well, I kind of want it to be, like, here. Oh? Okay, what if... Ah, I can't do that. You know, in reality, if there was a staircase to downstairs, there would probably be a door. Unless it's only accessible from outside. Ah, but then it would block the door. Yeah, I think these old stairs work pretty well. There might be even older looking ones. Nah. Metal ones look a little too... They look too safe. Let's go with these. And so the entrance would be here. Entrance to the bedroom. Thinking regular old doors with the 4 squares in them. Yeah, something like that. That's kind of it. There's not a lot of doors in this house. And yeah, that's how wide it has to be, and then 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, perfect. Yeah, this is how big it would be. Maybe it would even... I think basements in Maine are probably not very big. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1 too much. Especially this one, because they're pretty close to the water. But she's pretty... Yeah, she's on a cliff. She would be fine. She would totally be fine, because she's way above sea level. But a lot of houses, if you go more up north, they have basements. for safety. Because otherwise the house, with the frost and everything, I think it damages it if you don't have a... I want not plaster, some kind of cement. This? Yeah, the dark cement. And then it's usually third floor, which we may or may not have. Sure. Oh, we also have this. Sure, maybe only... not gravel, just like regular old concrete. Yeah, maybe just this part has some concrete and then the rest is... We're gonna put some utility stuff in here, probably her storage, like Christmas stuff. Oh, and just... the most basic one I can get. This one. Why is it so expensive? Yeah, she has one that hangs around here. And then probably one here. And this part doesn't really get light. And these are turned on until she goes downstairs. And I would do a kind of wall around them. Safety. Maybe not. This looks weird. Okay. I gotta do some research on like what the inside of these houses would look like. I don't know if they have carpet. I hate that American houses have carpets. It's not every house. I've learned now that I've visited a lot more people in America. Thank God. Not everyone wears shoes indoors, and not everyone has carpet everywhere. But there's still a decent amount of houses that have carpet everywhere, and I don't understand. It's so gross. Oh, I gotta do another little third path. Well, maybe she paved that one. A gravel? Gravel would be good. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Paint tool. Pebbles. Oh, gravel. Yeah. Good stuff. And you step on it barefoot. And it's okay because it builds character. I think the waters would be here and stuff. Feeders. That's the house. It just kind of needs a roof. How would this roof be shaped? I don't want just a triangle. Let me try something. So vertical. Like this. Oh boy. Is that strange? It's not that bad once you fix it, I think. I don't want that, because then that clips. Did these tend to have a lot of, yeah, overhang? I think for this part, we're gonna bring it in. Maybe it's not that. Just one? What do we think? Oh, and this part. What about this? Not sure. Oh. Let's go. So cute. The sides are pretty thick. Maybe that's too much. This one will be. Is that crazy? Wait, what happened with this one though? That might be a bit crazy. We'll revisit this. It's too much. Oh. Hold on. We'll decide later. Oh. Would probably have an attic too. But maybe not staircase. Maybe more like a ladder somewhere. I'll have to add it. But yeah, that would probably be a tiny window. Maybe even, there was a bigger one, I believe. No, it's too much. The round ones. The rest is not brown, so it feels kind of weird. Maybe this side has nothing, but this one does? Is the one window too random? Oh, we'll see. We could also remove this one. But I think it's nice to be able to look at your horses. Yeah, maybe there's one on each side, actually, for that reason. Oh, we'll need some columns. I don't love this one. What are the base game ones like? Oh, that looks bad. I do like this one, but I think, yeah, it looks even weirder like this, but it kind of matches this. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but we aren't buying packs anymore until EA. Well, I know, no, they're kind of like, they did that. No going back. Anyway, we're not buying packs anymore, so do I have to be conscious of what packs people have or not? I mean, I guess that would be nice, but I'm just saying. If you catch my drift. Okay. Yeah, that's our little house for now. It's gonna be pretty simple to furnish, and then we still have to figure that out. I want to see, because usually these are really small. Yeah, usually I use these doors, but maybe that feels a bit too fancy. Because I think horses can go into houses. I mean, they can cross this door, so... Yes. Yes, we should put it here or something. And then we can go into the horse stalls. But like, what would we would have this. But then, is it gonna break if we have this? Because I think that makes more sense for like a not fancy staple. I also don't like that it doesn't really match. We'd have to do this. Hold on. Bunch of duplicated windows so it doesn't look weird. Not horrible. Can I get some kind of even number? Oh no. Okay. I don't know if horses can walk through that. livestock. I mean, I assume it does because it's. Hi, I didn't see you in the chat. I was so focused on my my things. I don't know how long you've been here. Hello. It's going well. I should have ended stream like 30 minutes ago. I gave myself a limit, but I got too into it. So I'm just playing. Like this? Wait, is it gonna look weird if I shift it just a little bit? Kind of, but not horrid. I don't know if the doors are gonna work, but I don't know. I feel like this makes sense, but I also haven't been in a stable for a while. I mean, you look at some. Well, I shouldn't be looking at like Pinterest because it's only gonna have really nice aesthetic ones. Horse boxes. Oh, that's not what they're called in English? Won't you call a horse like its little house a box? I guess not. Or stable. Yeah, some of them are more closed off. Oh, with the little window that opens. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, this opens. Just the top, I believe. And then the rest would be wood. Just this. Doesn't quite match. We have maybe siding. What's going on? Yeah, like this. This is possibly too nice. This works, it's a bit dark. Okay, can I change this wood color? Oh, yes, it matches. And honestly, the floor is also cement in these places usually. And probably would also have some of these. Just plop them in front of every box. Not put them into the box itself, because what if the horse pulls it down? And outside now. I'm not sold on this. Oh, my cat's throwing up on the bed. Oh no, no. I got him in time. Oh my god, I'm sorry if this triggered your cat, like, fight or flight too. I was like, I hear cat. Soft launching the vomit. Also for the roof, here's my vision. I think. Is he okay? Okay, Kitty's fine. I think it's gonna be really cheap siding on the side. Oh, siding. Oh, maybe she redid only the insides. Can this be green? It's not really the right green. Yeah, this looks old. Maybe wait, where is it? Ah, I see it. Is there a brown option? Sure. Unless they painted the outside. That's an option. I think it's gonna depend on the ceiling, but I have an idea for this. I think I'll use this. How big are the boxes? 5 wide. Yeah, so that's correct. Oops. Not too high. Oh, there's also like a bunch of different ones, and I think if you haven't played them yet and you play one, it might take like I don't know, like some try and error to see which one you like, because I know that Sims 3 is like so popular. People are always talking about it like it was the golden years of The Sims, and when I was a kid, I played mostly 1 and 2, and then when The Sims 3 was really popular, I didn't really have a PC that could run it, so I didn't really play that one, so I don't have the nostalgia factor associated with it. And then I came back for 4, and I play 3 now, and I understand why people like it, but it's also not as fun as Sim 4 to me, so I think you kind of, if you want to get into it, like, you might get a bad first impression depending on the first one you play, if it doesn't match your playstyle. But yeah, I would say if you like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley, you probably would like The Sims. It's more sandboxy, at least when it comes to The Sims 4. Because The Sims don't have a lot of like autonomy. They don't really make decisions by themselves, unlike a regular video game character, I would say. And so you kind of have to decide like what their life is like, but that's fun because you can basically make them do anything. There's people who do really strange challenges, like they're running, I don't know, like a prison, or if you do the 100 baby challenge, which I know is really popular, you could make like an orphanage or something, and then it's like can be a simulator of anything if you put your mind to it. You could have, like I'm doing right now, you could have a horse or an animal shelter. So I think it's really fun if you have a lot of time to invest. into it and you have like some ideas. But if you're just starting it with no context, it's kind of hard to get into because you play for a few hours, you know, like, okay, is that it? I think I like this better. Wait, what did I pick? Second? Okay. Oh my god, there's some mint ones. She would love that. We'll see. I don't know if she has mint money. And then what would... Oh, the idea that I had is... I think in this section, it's probably no... It's like an open roof. I'm not sure why there's a beam here. Let's do a little cheat. Can I make it so this is a beam instead of a... Ah, it doesn't work. Okay. Well, the vision is that you would look up and you would see the open ceiling instead of just straight one. That's the idea. And you probably could store stuff up here too. Well, maybe not because it's so small. Oh, it's because this one's going a little too far. I see. It would have to be like this. But then there's a gap here, which is not cute. My idea doesn't quite work. But it's close enough. There's a beam here, and she hangs stuff from it, probably. Oh yeah, this is where the horses stay. Roofing? I don't really know. Maybe just something like this. And then shouldn't it be... Do I have the same color? This is a wood finish, but that's not really what I want. I guess. Why is there a weird line underneath? Sure. It's a bit off. This? It's too warm. I think it's fine if it's slightly off. It's just a horse wrench. Okay, last thing. Do we have any windows that could possibly close? Like something like this, but in the correct style. So far I've used mostly... Did I end up... No, I didn't end up using Get Together. Horse wrench and... Cats and dogs. Oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe this even. Wait, I think... Uh-oh. Wild kitty. I don't... Yeah, this doesn't make sense unless... He's blocking my webcam! Doesn't make sense unless it's looking into something. So I'm gonna do these. Hello, can you... I don't need help right now. did you select? You went into lights. Yes, let me show you. I'm making a house for this lady who lives here. Currently her house is not furnished, but she's a novelist and she lives here alone and she takes care of horses that she rescued, and so I'm making a little barn for her horses in here. And this is a very tiny house with a basement, and the most fun part is that she built an addition to her house here, which is this little sunroom that I'm assuming she probably spends a lot of time here just watching her ranch. Yes, the horses are an expansion pack. I'm using 2 expansion packs mostly for this build, which is the horses one and the one that allows you to have animals, because I have a kitty here. And a lot of the coastal, like naval style homes are true cats and dogs, and the more country looks is with horses. This was like a hotly debated thing when the horses pack came out, because I think in Sims 3 they also had horses, but it was like bundled up with cats and dogs, and then in the 4th one they had you pay for cats and dogs separate. You can also have cows and I think llamas. There might be alpacas. I haven't played with that pack much. And chickens, and that's also a separate pack, so they have made some decisions with making you pay for things that people don't really like. I've been playing for a really long time. I think I started playing the 4th one in 2016, so I've just been buying packs, like I don't know, every maybe 6 months I get a new one. So it hasn't felt like that much money to me, but when I look back at how much I spent, I'm like, ooh. And also at the moment, there is a buyout of the company that makes The Sims by the Saudi Arabian government and also one of Trump's in-laws. So that's very wonderful. And so people are not buying anything from The Sims anymore, as they should. So I'm streaming it, but I'm trying not to be too encouraging of people to buy it, because I'm also not buying anything anymore. That's insane. Like, not just the fact. It's just like the concept that a country can own a video game. It's kind of insane. Wait, it's not even. What am I doing wrong? How big are the boxes? They're 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so they should be centered like this. And this one should be here. And I think this one's centered. No. Ah! Oh, this is a small door for my cat, by the way. Okay, this is good. I feel like it should have more light than this. But I also don't know if you should have... Probably fine. Horses can't open windows, can they? I saw a video of a horse on Instagram Reels last night. The horse is super smart, so he can just open like horse-proof treats packaging with his lips, because he just twists them. So I'm like, that horse on Instagram Reels could definitely open that little pivot thing and open the window. But he's also like, he's 1,000 pounds. Even if the window's open, he's not gonna leave. I don't think. It's probably fine. Let me look at some stables. Do they have windows? Oh, they're usually at the top like that. Yeah, that makes sense. So we also have these, and I know a lot of stables, they do these on the outside. So this is a look that makes sense, but I'm also thinking that this world I'm in right now is based on like New England vibes, kind of. And so I feel like horses would get kind of cold in the winter if you had open windows. There's probably a little space heater in here. Little horses probably emit a lot of body heat, so maybe it's not an issue. I know, there's so many like funny like horses. There's that lady who has the carcass horse. I forgot his name. I think it's a she, and I think she's named Squidward. But she's a horse who just lays in the she lays outside and she looks like she's dead. So the neighbors keep calling and be like, "I think there's a dead horse in your backyard," and she has to be like, "No, it's just she just sleeps like that." I don't know why I'm on horse Instagram, but I kind of love it. Oh my god, my cats are playing through the door, so cute. There's one outside, one inside. Should the tiny cat door just be here? I think he can use it. I don't really install those because they don't really make sense in usual houses. It's also for dogs, but I think cats can use it. I didn't feel like it made sense for this lady to have a dog, but maybe she would. My cat has many complaints right now. Oh, oh my god, 5:20? Oh no, I have to go. I told myself I could play until 4:30 and it's 5:20. I went 50 minutes over time. I also haven't texted anyone back. People are gonna think I'm asleep again. Okay. Oh, it's cute. Okay, it came out pretty cute. Can we? No, I shouldn't. I was gonna ask if we can have windows on the ceilings because I think that would make sense, but no, I'm gonna look at that next time when we play, probably next weekend. Okay, that's it. Save and go. Thank you for hanging out with me. It went way over time, but I had a lot of fun. See you guys next week for more of the art that we drew yesterday, and then more of Sims. So basically the same week. Bye bye. Have a nice evening. I hope you have fun. It's not Sunday, right? It's only is it Sunday? Oh no, it's Sunday. Oh, okay. Still. Bye bye.